Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1.
Now I learn to live inside of me and what my can you play games with me? Can you get on the other side? You need the belt, is that alright? Champion's on this side. Champion's on that side. Champion's always on that side. Champion goes left. Hands up there. Yeah, come back to the side. Is that alright? Yeah, of course you can. You got it right, guys? Straight down to the camera, please. Hi, Chris. Perfect. Lovely. Brilliant. Yeah. Just get a quick face to face, please. Perfect. Yeah. What's senior shot as well? You can see it quickly yet? Sorry, Chris, can we take a step back so I can get the ITB logo in, please? Arthur, take a quick step back. Keep going, Arthur, come back, keep going. Perfect, another step back, Chris. Sorry, mate, that's it, perfect. Brilliant, brilliant, mate.
Chris, I'll just do the housekeeping while you finish that, yeah? You're almost there? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming along to the next ITB box office event. We will interview the fighters now, then upstairs there'll be a chance for one-on-ones in the rumpus room. Kim here is going to translate for Arthur as well, and we'll have a word with Chris Eubank Sr. a little bit later as well. Chris, you happy? Yeah. Yep, you happy? Okay, here we go. Thank you very much for coming. Welcome to London. First of all, congratulations. You have a new baby. How was that experience?
Thank you very much. His name is Grigor. He's 8 months, and I am very happy.
His name is Grigor?
Yes, Grigor.
Yeah. Have you had a lot of sleep?
Yes. Normal.
Normal, okay. How much are you looking forward to this fight with Chris Eubank Jr.?
2 times. Ja, ich freue mich sehr und ich freue mich, dass ich in England boxe und wir werden sehen, wie der Kampf ausgeht. Aber ich freue mich, sag mal so kurz, ich freue mich auf den Kampf sehr.
Yes, I'm pleased about the fight. I'm very pleased to be fighting here in England, and I think it will be a good fight.
And you won your last 2 fights, so do you see this fight as a way to get back to the top, to have another world title fight, potentially?
Jetzt ist der 3. Kampf, dass ich gewinnen muss.
This is the 3rd fight that I'm going to have to win.
Okay. Chris, how are you? How have you been since we saw you in February?
I've been good. I've been in the gym, which is what I'm supposed to be doing.
And have you been itching to get back into the ring as soon as possible?
Most definitely. You know, I want to be active, and you know, this is it's a great opportunity for me. I want to fight at least 3-4 times a year, so you know, we're well on our way to making that goal now.
How much respect do you have for this man who's been in the ring and has obviously been a world champion at 2 weights as well, and has been in the ring with some really big names, Carl Froch, Andre Ward, and obviously Ramirez recently as well? How much respect do you have for him?
I respect every fighter. That's anybody that steps into the ring has my respect. He's done in his career, but this is my time now. You know, this is the next generation. I've been preparing my whole life to fight the best. You know, and now I've got an opportunity here to fight one of the top super middleweights in the world, and to really make my stamp on the division. So I'm ready.
And what do you make of his style from what you've seen when you've watched him?
He's strong. He's strong. He's a come-forward fighter, but he's one-dimensional. He's very good in that one dimension, but a one-dimensional fighter can't beat me. I see a lot of holes in his game, and I'm going to exploit those holes ruthlessly.
Arthur, you're one-dimensional, Chris says.
Ja, sag ich habe meine eigene divisionale Taktik. Das ist unser System. Wir haben nicht so 20 Taktiken, wir haben eine, die korrekte.
Yes, I have one dimension, one tactic. We don't have 20 different tactics. We have one, and that's the right one.
But you're not concerned that Chris says you only have one tactic and he knows how to beat it?
Sie sind nicht besorgt.
Was?
Sie sind nicht besorgt. Haben wir gesagt, das ist nur eine Dimension.
Das ist unsere Taktik. Wir gehen mit unserer Taktik durch dick und dünn. Und wir gewinnen mit der Taktik, wie mein Trainer Uli Wegner macht.
That's our tactic. It's a tactic that we use, and it's a tactic that we win with, as my trainer will tell you.
You've got a very good... You've fought a lot of British boxers. You lost to Carl Froch, but you've beaten a lot of the others. You've beaten Martin Murray, and you've beaten Paul Smith as well. How confident are you when you come up against a British boxer in particular?
Sie haben schon gegen viele Kollegen gewonnen. Also ist das jetzt ziemlich bequem.
Was man gemacht hat, ist gut. Was man nicht gemacht hat, ist auch gut. Das ist alles Vergangenheit. Man muss immer neu beweisen. Und das ist das Wichtigste, was man jetzt beweisen muss. Alles, was gut war oder schlecht war, ist schon vorbei. Man muss immer neu beweisen.
Whatever is in the past, whether it was good or bad, you have to prove yourself again and again.
When you have a look at the box ratings, which a lot of people do as a sort of independent judges of these things, you're 4 and 5 in the super middleweight rankings. Does this feel like the right fight at the right time for you?
Yes, this is. I said after I won the IBO world title, you know, I want to fight the best now. I'm at the stage in my career where I need to be fighting the best or fighting for titles. He's very highly ranked in the super middleweight division. I'm not a super middleweight. I'm a middleweight. I walk around at 12 stones, but my ability, my passion, my speed, my determination enables me to, you know, surpass or, you know, it counteracts the weight. So I'm not worried about fighting a bigger man. You know, I have a game plan here. I know the type of fighter he is, and I know what I need to do to beat him.
You prefer fighting at super middle, even though maybe you say you're more naturally a middleweight. Do you prefer the super middleweight?
There is no preference. I don't have a preference. It's I want titles and I want names, and I want you know, the fights that are going to bring me the you know, they're gonna build my legacy and make me the most money. And this is a great opportunity here against a man like Arthur Abraham to you know, to silence some of the haters. Let's put it that way.
You feel you've got some out there?
Just a few, 1 or 2.
Why is that? Why do you think they're out there?
Listen, I've had haters, doubters, naysayers. You know, from the moment I stepped into the ring 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago. You know, that's part and parcel of the sport. You know, I guess this is a fight that you could say we'll silence 1 or 2 of them, because you know, some people like to say that I haven't been tested, or you know, well, yeah, I haven't been tested, and you can't say that against a man like him.
Do you use that as a motivation? what people say about you, what you read occasionally?
Does it motivate me? I guess you could say that. You know, it's something I've dealt with my entire career. You know, people saying that I'm only where I am because of my father, and you know, if it wasn't for the opportunities I've been given, you know, I wouldn't be where I am today. But you know, as I've said before, it doesn't matter what your name is. If you can't fight, you can't fight. You can't inspire the public. You can't have you know, people respect what you're doing, and the amount of followers I have, and the amount of interest I bring to the sport. You know, it doesn't matter what your name is. If you can't fight, then you're not going to generate any of that. So I don't really read too much into that. All I do is focus on what I need to do to be the best fighter I can be.
There may well be a decision on this quite soon. Do you want this to be a final eliminator for the IBF title?
Like I said, I want the belts. Groves, the Gale. These are the fights that I deserve to be in, and beating Arthur Abraham will solidify that claim. And I'm sure we'll be able to get those fights on, you know, this year, if not early next year.
You know the Eubank name very well. Chris Senior has just come into the room as well. What did you watch a lot of his fights? What does the Eubank name mean to you over the years?
Also, ich kenne ihn. Ist eine ganz große Boxer, hat in Deutschland auch sehr oft geboxt, hat sehr gute Kämpfe gemacht. Und so wie er gemacht hat, so kennen alle wissen, ist ein guter Showman und auch ein guter Boxer.
I know him. He's fought many good fights, including in Germany, and everyone knows that he's a good boxer, he's a good showman and a good fighter.
And do you want this to be a final eliminator, maybe for an IBF title as well? Because if it were to be, you've got another chance if you were to beat Chris Eubank at a world title.
Für mich ist wichtig dieser Kampf, dass ich diesen Kampf gewinne. Danach, alle Optionen sind offen, dann mache ich den nächsten Kampf. Wichtig ist, dass ich diesen Kampf gewinne.
The important thing now is to win this fight, and after that, there may be more fights. We'll see what happens then.
What have you made of Chris Eubank Jr. when you've watched his fights? What do you think his strengths are? What do you think you need to work on to try and beat him?
Ich brauche ihn jetzt nicht so viel über seine Taktik verraten. Ich zeige euch im Ring.
I don't really need to talk so much about his tactics now. I'll show you all when I'm in the ring.
Okay. Anybody like to ask some questions from the floor? We could have one-on-ones upstairs in the rumpus room with some photos as well. Anybody got any questions they want to ask in the meantime? No?
Chris.
Yep.
Chris, you alluded to the fact you walk around at 12 stone, so just to clarify, you make middleweight easily and simply stepped up to super middle because of the opportunity and it seemed like a better career path?
Say that again?
I'm guessing from your claim to make 12 stone or to walk around at 12 stone, you stepped up at super middleweight merely because it was a better career path, not because it's difficult to make middleweight anymore.
That's right. I'm confident in my abilities. Fighting bigger men is it's not an issue for me. So it's not that I was struggling to make middleweight. No.
Do you entertain a possibility of returning to middleweight for the right?
Of course. There's some great fights to be made at that weight. So it's kind of whatever opportunity is put in front of me first, I will take. Whether that's at super middleweight or middleweight.
Cool.
Yes, in the middle there.
Chris, Arthur's never been stopped before. Are you going to attempt to maybe try and do that at all?
Attempt, I'm going to do it. I don't go into the ring with anything, any other mindset other than I'm going to take this guy out. I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that he doesn't see the final round.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Ron, should we have a word with Chris Senior?
Yeah.
Should we let do you want to take the two boys go upstairs now?
Absolutely. That'd be great.
Yeah.
With two men.
Or they can, they can stay for Chris.
upstairs.
You go now.
Yes. Grant, you want hello, Chris?
Now it's upstairs?
Why, do you want to talk to him?
Chris.
Grant, do you
Yeah.
want to...
Just keep him here.
Chris wants to speak to Arthur.
Yeah.
Are you afraid? Are you afraid?
Just wait there, kid, for a second.
You should sit there. Just easy to probably do this and then take it.
Okay.
Here? Here? Sit down.
Sit down here. Kid, you sit down there. Yeah. How are you?
Excellent.
Excellent. What do you make of this fight, looking at it? Ranked 4 and 5 in the world, just what Chris Jr. needs, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah. Actually, what he needs is the champions, but I've done such a comprehensive job in building Junior to be what he is now. Him being built, I now step back. So you will see me actually not being so much in the forefront. But the fact that he has been built comprehensively, it seems that the job has been done so well that the champions don't want to fight him.
Do you think they're running scared?
Well, why will De Gale not fight him? We've been calling him out. He's been offered vast amounts of money to fight Junior. No. That's not right for an IBF champion. If you're a champion, defend your title. I mean, who else do they have to fight? They're running. So my job is done. Now I'm stepping back. He has all he needs. The great warrior we have here in Arthur Abraham. See now, as far as boxing and the fraternity is concerned, they will say, "Oh, it's a tough fight." I don't think it is. I think he's again in danger, as they all are. And so, talk is cheap. I will now step back and let him do what he does. Let me just rephrase that. I will now step back and let him do what he do.
As I said to Chris Jr., this is a record to be respected, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Two-weight world champion 3 times, age 37, with as over 50 fights as he has.
Yes.
In with the very best in the world.
Yes.
This is a man who knows exactly what he's doing.
Have you ever heard the term Panzer tank?
I heard the words, yeah.
Okay. It's a German tank.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what he is. He is a proper warrior. And, the performance he will now deliver it may shine a little light on what his team have been building for these years. And after the fight, we are looking for the best. We're looking for the champions. It may seem as though we're quiet right now. We're quiet because we know they will not fight us. So we'll keep on plugging away.
Well, James De Gale may have no choice quite soon if he were to win this, and the IBF do decree this to be a final eliminator. He has to fight.
I don't want to have my son arguing with me about Fs. There's no Fs. He's not dealing with Fs. We are ploughing through this. Let me rephrase. Junior is ploughing through this. My job now is done.
Your job is done, is it?
Yes, it is. I step back now.
You're going to step back?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Arthur when he said that he basically has one tactic? Are you thinking that's not such a good idea? You need a little bit more in your box than that.
His tactic, he's a come-forward warrior of the highest caliber. And this will probably have him in a great deal of trouble, to put it lightly. Can't do that with him. You can't come forward with this that's one idea of, he's a tank. This is a warship. It's a carrier. Okay, so there you are.
You can't, Kim, you can't come forward just with this one idea, Chris Senior is saying.
Er redet theoretisch gut, aber sein Sohn hört nicht mal zu, er spielt mit seinem Handy, dann Papa ist gut.
In theory, what you're saying is good, but your son isn't listening anymore.
Ist lauter,
He doesn't because he knows. He doesn't listen because he knows. Did you tell him?
Sagt theoretisch sind alle stark, aber im Ring wird anders sein.
In theory, everyone is strong, but in the ring, we'll see how it really pans out.
Okay, well, I've given my humble prediction.
Dann soll er Notre Dame arbeiten. Dann könnte er Notre Dame sein, er sagt alles schon voraus.
And you could say whatever you want. You can forecast anything you want.
I have.
You have, yeah.
Let's finish with your humble prediction. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Well, but he will get stopped. That's what Junior said, and I believe he will do just that. And he's only going to do that because he's going to allow him to, because he's going to come for it. So there you are. Okay.
We'll see. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. One-on-ones upstairs in the rumpus room. Thank you. Thank you.
Everyone knows where it is. 12th floor. Big banker lift, all the private lift in the corner.